Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Friday, March 6th, 2 p.m. Mountain Time 2020. The models are in, and they're showing heavy snow in the northeast, and the west is the big winner. Take a look west of the Continental Divide. As we go towards the end of March, that drought is over. Potential bomb cyclone will spare much of the East Coast, but scrape southern New England with high winds and snow. Keep calm. It's boom time. It's pretty much everywhere. Iditarod mushers should prepare for deep snow, race officials say. Not only that, deep snow everywhere. Now, as the global warmists glommed on to the lack of snow for the Iditarod in the past years, well, the tables have turned. It's going to be a discussion amongst mushers, just how they're going to deal with all the snow. As I told a couple of people, you probably should be able to make it. And make sure you can get your snowshoes if you want to get off the trail. This has not been the norm. In fact, global warmists have used the lack of snow in Alaska and the Iditarod race as proof of global warming. What will they do now? Record snow for the entire area. 1,000-mile race. It's anyone's guess. All I hear are crickets. Timely snow improves Montana stream flow and snowpack. Look at western Montana. The entire state above normal, and then some. Watch out for flooding, Montana. Roanoke, Virginia, scattered bursts of snow accompanied by strong gusts and cold air today. Winter strikes back for a day or two before a stretch of more spring-like warmth settles in. That's you, Blacksburg, Roanoke, Lewisburg, Covington, and Hot Springs. Be ready. Snow to hit parts of Cape Cod. Blustery Saturday in store. This is that nor'easter that's going to be offshore, just missing the region. And they're going to pick up just a few inches from this event. There's no map here, but there is here. There's 8 maps here. 8 maps showing how much snow is predicted for Massachusetts. We only need one. Nantucket, the big winner, 4 to 6. Chatham and Oak Bluffs. The further offshore, the more snow. And that's a ho, ho, ho. We're checking out the snowfall analyzer for the last 24 hours, and as we predicted, you can see that heavy snow up in the Upper Peninsula. There's a foot or more, we said, and there it is. And we predicted this using GFS models, which many people are saying are not accurate when they actually are been pretty accurate. The heaviest snow was showing, the GFS showing 8 to 12 inches in the Cascades, which is what they picked up right there. And over a foot in the Upper Peninsula, and that's what they picked up. So the models are typically good 3 to 5 days out. Once you go beyond that, it's anyone's guess. Rain and snow in the northeast. A system moving into the northeast U.S. will attempt to interact with a powerful storm off the east coast today. Unfortunately, it'll be too far off the coast to create any significant snow to those major metropolitan areas of Philadelphia and New York. But Boston may pick up a flurry. Expect some showers and rain along the coastal sections of the northern mid-Atlantic into the northeast. Rain mixed with snow is also possible. Some snow accumulations are expected for southeastern New England, interior portions of the northeast, and the Appalachians, as well as lake effect. Don't discount that. We have winter storm watches and warnings for the Sierras, parts of southern Oregon here, and there are flood watches throughout the southeast and even up here in North Dakota and parts of Minnesota. So click on your county for more info and be a Weather Ready Nation ambassador. Let's check the models and let's just go out 3 to 5 days. So there's the storm that's going to miss the major cities, but bring some significant lake effect snow and significant snow to the West Virginia mountains. Heads up, snowshoe. Then the snow starts moving into the west. You'd see snow in the Cascades down through Oregon and into the Sierras. And this is through the weekend, through Sunday, and there's your Monday morning. Snow will arrive in southwestern Colorado here and for most of the Mountain West. And then northern Maine is picking it up. It's insane on Tuesday. More snow will accumulate in northern Maine. And that's as far as we're going to go out. Seismic update. No quakes of note. The biggest quake in the last 24 hours, striking a 5.0 in Venezuela, just offshore. We have an interesting quake up in Canada kicking off today. 2.7 in Montreal. And the mid-ocean ridge is spreading in the southwest Indian Ridge there. Worldwide volcano news update. Kilauea volcano update just came out, the HBO monthly. showing just moderate activity and a drop in dangerous gases. So Popo puffing to 25,000. And the Reykjanes Ridge is back in the news. Mount Thornberg volcano, increased seismic activity continues as we wait for a VEI 4 or 5 eruption from the island. The Iceland Met Office reported that seismic activity on the 4th of March at the southwest tip of Reykjanes increased again. The seismic station recorded 5 earthquakes over magnitude M3.0 yesterday, the largest with an M3.4. About 300 earthquakes have been detected in the area on March 4th. The seismic swarm is ongoing since the 15th of February. Just a heads up there. And we do have some footage from the most recent eruption at Popo. Now check out the lava lake up top here. Look at that. Fantastic. Keep your eye on the lake. Just massive. Lots of lava on top of Popo. And this is an ongoing increasing activity. So maybe we're going to get a big puff out of this Popo. And it could strike at any time. There will be no warning. And this footage is coming to us from Volcano Time Lapse. So give him a thumbs up there. If I can do it. Give him a thumbs up and pause this video. Man. Here we go. Yeah, tell them Oppenheimer Ranch sent you. Farmers harvesting sowed under corn in March? Really? And the yields are worth it? Well, that's because no human's going to be eating this food. Well, or are they? Can you imagine if corn that's laid in a field for 5 months under snow is now being harvested for you to eat? Corn stalks piled under 6 feet of snow, brown, dried out leaves on the plants, gently rustling in the breeze, combines blasting through mounds of snow. It's surreal, an eerie scene sitting in the fields just outside of Grand Forks, North Dakota. An unusual scene glaring farmers in the face as they try to wrap up a year of farming 5 months into the next year. That's what's going on there. It's all genetically modified corn, sprayed with glyphosate and other poisons. That's all it is. And it's the genetically engineered food that's the lie that will not end, and it will not die. The lie that won't die. Here's the story at a glance, which I'll link below for you. Biotech industry promised us 15 years ago that genetically engineered foods would reduce pesticide use, increase the nutritional content of food, boost farmers' profits, and feed the world by increasing yields. And guess what happened? The exact opposite. GM crops have turned glyphosate into one of the most widely and recklessly used herbicide worldwide. Monoculture has led to a loss of biodiversity, the death of insects, and less nutritional food, superbugs and superweeds. GM crops have also failed to live up to expectations in the crop yields. Within a few years, the yields go down. Nutritionally, GMOs provide cheap, unhealthy ingredients for ultra-processed ready meals, prepackaged foods in the center of the supermarket, killing you and giving you diabetes. And which is why they can harvest it 6 months later from underneath of the snow and sell it back to you as Doritos. More than 40,000 people in the U.S. have filed lawsuits alleging exposure to Roundup is the cause of their cancer. Once a rare cancer, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma is now the 7th most common cancer in U.S. men and women. The agricultural biotech industry continues to advance with a new suite of genetically engineered technologies to replace the old failures and new chemicals to pollute the world. It's amazing. More lies. The polar vortex is in full effect. There you can see the U.S. and we're up in the North Pole. When you have a polar vortex in March that is this tight, it's cold in the Arctic. It is so cold in the Arctic, it's breaking records. The temperature is below average in the Arctic, way below, 240 Kelvin, 30 K below freezing. It's freezing there. And the temperature should be rising, but it's getting colder thanks to the tight polar vortex. Also why the temperatures in the U.S. are moderating. When this baby breaks down, we should get more Arctic air pulling into North America, maybe in April. So it's going to be an interesting spring, to say the least, while it is record cold in the Arctic. record cold in the Arctic, record tight polar vortex, record ice. And you can see the ice volume here turning straight up. Now, the ice extent has already reached 14-year highs, and it's probably exceeding that now. And it is going to be an epic ice year. We still have 8 more weeks to build ice in the Arctic. 8 more weeks. It's anyone's guess what that looks like, but the total Northern Hemisphere snow mass, yes, you see that correctly. 500 gigatons above normal. 500 gigatons above normal and still going straight up. I don't hear any of that on the mainstream. Hey, if you guys weren't aware, tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. is the San Luis Valley Seed Exchange, where there are going to be speakers all day, and there are hot springs where we can share knowledge, share seeds, and soak in a hot spring. Oh, sorry about that. The 10th annual San Luis Valley Seed Exchange, Saturday, March 7th, 2020, is at the Joyful Journey Hot Spring. I will leave you links to the event page. And if you don't have Facebook, I'll leave you links to the website so that you could survive and thrive in the future. And join us at the San Luis Valley Seed Exchange. Keep calm and wash your hands before you get there. Hope you got something out of the video. And that's a boom. We love each and every one of you. And we'll see you tomorrow in the valley. Be safe. Share this video.